The world of muscle cars has always been about power, presence, and timeless design, but every so often a build comes along that doesn't just respect the legacy of the past, it reinvents it for a whole new generation. Today on USA Car Reviews, we're diving deep into something that embodies this philosophy perfectly, the brand new 1969 Ford Mustang Fastback Restomod. This isn't just a car. It's a blend of raw American heritage fused with modern performance and innovation, and the result is breathtaking. The 1969 Mustang Fastback has always been one of the most recognizable shapes in muscle car history. With its aggressive long hood, sweeping roofline, and wide stance, it's a car that instantly demands attention, even when it's sitting still. But while the original 1969 model brought muscle and style to the streets of America, it also came from an era when handling was basic, interiors were simple, and safety wasn't the primary concern. That's where the beauty of the Restomod approach shines. Instead of just restoring this car to showroom condition, the builders decided to push it further, keeping the iconic lines intact while injecting cutting-edge engineering to make it perform like a modern sports car. Let's start under the hood. A Restomod of this caliber wouldn't be complete without serious horsepower, and this Mustang delivers in spades. The original 302 or 351 engines are gone, replaced by a monstrous Coyote 5.0-liter V8 straight out of Ford's modern performance lineup. Tuned with performance upgrades, this engine is capable of producing over 480 horsepower, with some builds pushing well beyond the 500 mark. Paired with a modern 6-speed manual transmission, it gives the driver an experience that's raw yet refined, bridging the gap between old-school muscle and modern drivability. Hit the throttle and the sound alone is enough to send chills down your spine, an angry, deep growl that builds into a high-rev scream, letting you know this isn't just a museum piece, this is a car meant to be driven hard. Of course, power without control is pointless, and that's another area where this Restomod shines. The builders didn't settle for 1960s suspension geometry. Instead, they equipped the car with a fully independent front and rear suspension, coilover shocks, and modern performance brakes. What you get is a Mustang that doesn't just go fast in a straight line but one that feels planted through corners, precise understeering input, and capable of handling everything from a highway cruise to a canyon run. Brembo-style 4-piston calipers paired with slotted rotors give it the stopping power to match its muscle, something the original 1969 Mustang could have only dreamed of. Then there's the exterior, and this is where the car truly respects its heritage. At first glance, it's pure 1969 Mustang Fastback, with all the aggressive details that made it legendary. The sculpted hood, the fastback roofline, the aggressive front fascia, they're all here, but with subtle refinements. The paintwork is flawless, often finished in deep metallic shades that shimmer under the sun. The builders have shaved unnecessary trim, tightened up the body lines, and given it a stance that looks muscular and athletic without being over the top. Modern LED lighting blends seamlessly into the vintage bodywork, giving it a fresh look without taking away from its classic character. And then there are the wheels, custom-forged alloys wrapped in high-performance tires that not only enhance grip but also perfectly fill the wheel arches, giving it that aggressive Restomod presence. Step inside, and you're met with the same philosophy, classic style infused with modern comfort. The interior retains the vintage Mustang cues, the twin-cowl dashboard, the retro-inspired gauges, but everything has been elevated. Instead of thin vinyl seats, you get custom leather buckets with bolstering designed to hold you in place during spirited driving. The steering wheel is a perfect mix of retro and modern design, giving you that tactile connection to the road. And unlike the original cars, this Restomod comes loaded with features you'd expect in a modern performance vehicle: digital gauges, a premium sound system, climate control, and even smartphone connectivity. It's a cabin that makes long drives enjoyable while still reminding you every second that you're behind the wheel of a true American icon. But what makes this car truly special isn't just the sum of its parts. It's the way it makes you feel. Driving the new 1969 Mustang Fastback Restomod is like experiencing time travel. You get the raw, emotional experience of classic American muscle, the shape, the sound, the heritage, but without the compromises. No more vague steering, no more drum brakes that fade after a few hard stops, no more rattling interior pieces. Instead, you have precision, control, and comfort, all wrapped in a design that still turns heads more than 50 years after it first hit the streets. There's also the cultural weight that comes with this car. The 1969 Mustang wasn't just a vehicle, it was a symbol of freedom, youth, and rebellion. It starred in movies, became the dream car for countless gearheads, and cemented Ford's place in the golden age of muscle cars. By taking that heritage and elevating it with modern technology, the Restomod doesn't erase history, it celebrates it. It shows respect for the past while proving that these designs can remain relevant and thrilling today. For collectors and enthusiasts, this car represents the best of both worlds. You get the appreciation and nostalgia that comes with a vintage Mustang, but you also get the performance and reliability that makes it practical for modern use. No more worrying about breaking down on a long trip or struggling to find parts for outdated components. This is a classic you can daily drive if you wanted to, and that's what makes Restomods so appealing to a new generation of car lovers. Of course, builds like this don't come cheap. A fully done 1969 Mustang Fastback Restomod can cost well into six figures, depending on the level of customization and the quality of components used. But for those who can afford it, the value goes beyond money. You're not just buying a car, you're buying an experience, a piece of history reimagined, and a machine that bridges the gap between past and present in a way very few vehicles can. At the end of the day, the new 1969 Ford Mustang Fastback Restomod is more than just metal, rubber, and horsepower. It's an emotional connection to one of the most iconic cars ever built, a celebration of what American muscle represents, and a vision of how the past can live on in the future. Whether you're a lifelong Mustang enthusiast or just someone who appreciates automotive excellence, there's no denying that this car is something truly special. And that's the beauty of what we do here at USA Car Reviews, showcasing machines like this that remind us why we fell in love with cars in the first place. The new 1969 Mustang Fastback Restomod isn't just a car. It's a dream reborn, roaring louder and prouder than ever before.